This impromptu part of the podcast is called Things That Keep Us Up at Night.
Okay, I'm going to go first. Mine first one isn't really that deep, so it's actually okay.
Okay.
When we first went to one of our flat house viewings, whatever, when we were first looking to move out, there was a conservatory shed thing in the garden of this house in a very, very quiet neighbourhood full of old people. And we walked into this room and I went, this would be really great to have parties in. And the landlord estate agent or whatever looked at me and was like, honey, what did you just say? Like, I mean, it doesn't, now I'm saying it. It's
No,
like,
but things not to say in a flat viewing. Like,
No.
don't tell them that you're going to be throwing crazy parties.
Exactly, like we're these like 20-year-olds walking into this older estate and I'm just going like, yeah, let's just have a party. Even remember my boyfriend looking at me like, oh, why on earth did you just say that? And I was like,
That's
great.
so funny.
We're not getting this house now. It's not that deep, but it just made me chuckle.
Everything happens for a reason because you got this lovely place.
Exactly, but it's just, I just come out with the most random things.
That is so
I meant
funny.
dinner parties, to be fair, like a very sophisticated around the table.
This is a great place to have raves.
Yeah, I was like, great, that's gone now. What's your one?
Oh.
I feel like we started very gently there. Because
Yeah,
that wasn't
about
actually
to launch
that
us into the
bad.
deep end. Maybe this won't be as bad to other people. Okay.
Okay, get it off your
This
chest.
happened, me and JC was there.
Yeah, I was there.
Okay. Oh, you already know what it is. Great. Okay, so we... this is like the third time we'd met, maybe?
Yeah.
Third or fourth? Okay.
Yeah.
We went into Wagamama's, right? Oh, it actually still makes me want to cry. Okay, we went into Wagamama's. We sit down. The waitress is like, I don't even think we'd sat down yet. We were like taking our bags off, putting them on the table. The waitress goes, whoa, you really look like someone familiar. Like, I really recognise you to me.
Yeah.
And as I said earlier, like, I have been recognised before. So I was like, oh, like...
You probably know me from Instagram.
No, I didn't say that. I said, oh, we both do Instagram.
Oh, yeah, you put me in there as well.
That would have been worse. Well, I was thinking, like, you have more followers than me. Like, they probably, like, maybe they recognise you.
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't want to assume, but then I was just like, oh,
That
like...
could be the only thing, really.
Yeah, I was like, well,
Yeah.
neither of us really look like any celebrities. So
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, we both do Instagram.
Yeah.
And she just went, oh, do you? And then she was like, I've realised you just look like Millie Bobby Brown. I actually wanted the ground to swallow me whole.
Didn't she ask for your Instagram anyway?
Yeah, she was like, oh, what's your Instagram? Wait, was that before or after? Because if that was before,
I
that's
feel like
even
that
worse.
was before, and then she looked at your Instagram.
She was
and
my
I was
Instagram
like,
went, no, never seen you before. You look like Millie Bobby Brown.
I'm gonna cry.
It was
No,
actually
do you
so
know what?
bad. Just the like, oh, maybe you follow me on Instagram. No, you just look a bit like someone I've seen before. Oh.
But it's funny because we can laugh about it. Like, I'm not embarrassed by that. I know you probably were very embarrassed by that. But it's just funny. Like,
It was just the
it's not
idea that
deep.
I was like this like micro influencer who's like out there going, oh, you probably know me. I'm like
Recognise me.
mega famous. Yeah, I'm really famous on Instagram. Like, that's not what I was trying to
I think
say.
she was like, "No, that's so cool though," and she probably didn't think twice about it.
But then it looks like I'm flexing my Instagram for no
I mean,
reason.
as you should.
Hey, follow me. It was just literally like, I have like people have come up to me, and they
So it's
had come
just-
up to me a fair amount probably around that time as well. I
Yeah.
don't know, like there would have been something that would have made me thought like, oh, maybe she does like reckon. Oh, but it's just the idea that I was like, I'm hella famous. I've actually got like 100k followers. Like you definitely know. Like oh,
Oh, so
no.
funny.
Oh, have you ever like stacked it? Just like apart from on the escalator, which everyone's heard about.
Actually, no, but I do think about it a lot.
Think about falling over.
Yeah, I'm like, I could just fall over right now,
Yeah.
but I haven't. Thank goodness. Touch wood.
I have fallen over publicly.
Oh no.
It was years ago.
Okay.
I was with my friend Joseph. We were walking along the street. On the other side of the road, there was a bus stop.
Oh no.
And about 2 bus stops worth of people waiting for the bus.
Oh,
And I was just walking along. And you know those kind of grids on the floor that like have bumps on them? I think they're so blind people know where the edge of the road are, those things.
Yeah.
Slipped on one of those.
Oh no.
Flat on my ass. Like literally 1 second I was walking, next second I was just on the floor.
No.
There's got to be like 40 people watching, and I just like looked up at him and was like, did I faint? Like, what just happened? And he was just
brush it off. Like.
literally he was just laughing at me so hard.
No.
And then I just had to get up and walk off as if it hadn't happened. Oh, another thing, why have I got so many embarrassing stories? I recently bit my dentist's finger.
Casually, just like the hair button there.
Yeah, he obviously just like put his finger in my mouth
Just
to like,
bit it.
you know, and I don't know, just went to close my mouth for the wrong moment, just sort of bit down, and he just went, oh, and just sort of went, and I just was like,
Sorry.
I'm really sorry, I've just bit down on your finger, and the whole way home I was just pissing myself. I have another thing. I've just remembered another thing.
Oh, what did you do?
Do you really
I
not
know
have
about
any
this?
in this?
No, I'm actually trying to think. I feel like I do, but I just can't think. That's a problem that I have is if I'm put on the spot, I cannot do anything, like, at all. Like, if someone asks me a question randomly, I just completely break down and just can no longer speak. So
That's great.
so that's what I'm doing right now. I was like, right,
She's
let's
having
do
a
new
breakdown.
segment then. No, I'm not.
Thing
Save
is,
my
the
life.
one that you have that's the funniest, like, you're not allowed to say. Should I tell you my really, like... This one was also quite recent.
Do I know?
Yeah,
Okay.
probably. If I didn't tell you this, then I'm surprised. I was obviously living in a flat
Yeah.
before I moved back into my parents', and probably like 2 weeks into living there, I went into the bedroom and there was just water gushing out of the boiler, because the boiler was in a wardrobe in the bedroom, right?
Yeah.
Literally gushing. I'm thinking the boiler's going to explode, we're all going to die, the flat's going to go up in flames, the guy below us, everything's going to be ruined, and I'm going to have to pay. And so I got the yellow pages out and I was like frantically looking for plumbers.
Yeah.
And I phoned up the first one I saw.
Yeah.
He picked up, he's like, what's the problem? Oh, the boiler's just spewing water everywhere. He's like, right, okay, where's the leak? And I said, Winchester. He's like, no, on the boiler. Where's the leak on the boiler? And I was like, okay. And I just went, you can talk to my boyfriend. Because I was literally just like, I cannot handle this anymore.
Where's the leak? London.
Where's the leak? England. Literally, like, am I okay? And then when the bloody plumbers came to actually fix the leak, thankfully a different company, this guy probably was like, I'm not going there. They came, and they, because the boiler's in the wardrobe, they were like, oh, like, I wish we could take the wardrobe door off. And I went, oh, my boyfriend has some tools if you want them. Like, they're plumbers.
They obviously have their
They brought tools with them. Like, what? He literally just laughed at me and went, yeah, like, I have nothing to do the job. Hope that's okay. Hope you got a spanner somewhere. He literally just looked at me and he was just like, oh, you're going to do my job for me, are you? And I was just like, ha. And then I walked off and was like, I've just offered the plumber a toolbox. He's literally a tradesman. Like, oh.
That's hilarious. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh, that was...
is hilarious.
The fact that was last year, like, it still feels a bit too raw. This is just...
I can't.
Oh, I've
That's
had so
funny.
many moments in life like that.
Clearly.
So many.
No, I actually can't think of any, which I know I've had them.
How does
so
it
that's
feel to
not
be perfect?
It's not me saying that you have 1 million and I have 0. It's just I actually just, my brain doesn't work when it's told to do things on the spot, so that's fine. You've entertained us all today.
I
Thank
feel
you.
like I've shared
Thank-
shared 1 million stories to everyone.
Thank you for your service.
Honestly.
Making the girlies feel less alone. There's so many situations that I just can't think of them, probably. Like, they're all just blurred into one where I'm like, why
It's
did I
just
do that
day-to-day
when I say
life
that?
for you.
Yeah. It's just normal.
Yeah, I really hope you all enjoyed laughing at my misfortunes.
If people didn't laugh out loud at that, I would be very surprised. Please comment if you found that funny. Maybe this makes me feel like an outsider sometimes, on a very surface level way. But I physically cannot laugh at a TV show or a movie or a comedy or stand-up comedian things. What are they called? Comedy.
Yeah.
I just physically can't laugh at it. I just can't.
I do a lot of the laughing in my head. But
Yeah.
do you not ever laugh at like a reel?
No. Actually, no. Do you know what? I did laugh at one the other day, and I'm shocked because that's the first time I've laughed at everything. And then because I laughed at it, I had to show my boyfriend because I was like, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. And he looked at it and he was like, that's not even funny. And I was like, oh. Have you seen it? It's this video of these girls in a car and they're going through like a safari, but they have the windows down and like the zebras in
Oh, it's like
the
Don't
car.
Feed the Zebras.
Have you seen it?
I didn't watch the whole thing. You can show me it.
I'll have to show you after. But there's one part where an ostrich emu goes through the window and the girl just grabs its neck. And it goes like this and like flings its head everywhere and she lets go. She just screams and I don't know why. It's just hilarious. And I actually did laugh out loud at that. But
I honestly do know what you mean though. Like
I just have a weird sense of humour. Or
No, I just feel like even TV shows that I think are funny, like it's very rare that I'm going to laugh out loud at them.
yeah, I just won't.
Yeah, or even sometimes when I'm watching like a stand-up comedian, I don't know if it's because I know that so many of them lie about like the bits that they say, like they're not actually true.
Yeah. Probably.
So I don't know if part of me is just constantly like, that's not even real.
Yeah, you're a liar.
I'm like that with like TikToks and stuff as well. You know, when you
Yeah.
see like a dramatic, like, you know, the ones where there's like a nail artist and the customer's that, I'm not being funny, but I'm not paying. Like, you know, those ones. I'm
Yeah.
always like, is this real?
Yeah.
And it takes the fun out of it because I always just, I
Sit there
second,
contemplating.
yeah, I just second guess everything. I'm like, this probably isn't real.
Yeah, I feel that.
I think that's why I don't find things funny, because I just look for the
The
fault.
negatives.
Not even look for the negative, but like, it's like I don't want to be tricked
Yeah.
because I don't want to laugh at something and it turn out to be fake.
And
So
that'd be a waste of a laugh.
I don't get many.
There's so many, like, just random things that it's just what makes me me at the end of the day.
Yeah, she's so quirky, can't take her anywhere.
No. Just lock me up.
So silly
in
and
the comfort
goofy.
zone. Silly, goofy mood 24/7.
Oh.
Maybe it stems from the fact that I actually do never leave the house, so I'm not in public situations that much.
I think that we both deep the way we act way too much, and we actually both are. Apart from me speaking to plumbers, we're relatively okay.
Ooh, we are getting by, I think, just fine.
I've never watched you in a social. I've never watched you in a social situation. I'm just staring at you like,
Creep.
how's she doing? No, but like, I've never been with you in a social situation and thought that you weren't completely
Really?
normal. Just shows that in your head, everything's massive.
Interesting.
To other people, you come across just
Normal.
Yeah.
What even is normal? Define normal.
what even. Honestly, sometimes I wonder if the way we feel is more normal because so many people relate to it, just don't talk about it.
Ooh. True.
Hashtag debate, hashtag conspiracy theory.
I feel that. I feel like people just don't speak about things enough, so that's why. Yeah, literally what you just said. Crazy.
Well, that was a really fun therapy session.
I low-key feel like there's more to say, but
I didn't
rapid fire.
Rapid fire, whoa.
What else makes you feel like an outsider? Do you know what? This is like very surface level. I feel like I don't know how to style an outfit, or like if I'm wearing a cool outfit, I just feel out of place because I'm like the same thing that you kind of said earlier, where I'm not actually cool, so I can't wear cool clothes, and I just have to wear a hoodie and jeans because I look like I'm trying too hard.
Sometimes
quote unquote.
I feel like if the exact outfit isn't on Pinterest, I've probably done part of it wrong.
Yeah.
It's like I don't ever trust myself enough to like, even if I think something looks really good together, I would never, if I hadn't seen someone else do the exact thing, I would assume that I hadn't actually done it right.
Yeah, that it was wrong, and people would look at you and be like, what are you wearing?
Yeah.
Even though what you wear is no one else's business, wear it because you want to wear it, because you enjoy it.
Yeah, but it's just like, I won't trust my opinion that something goes or that something looks good together unless I've seen someone else wearing it.
Yeah.
Which is so weird because I have my own style and I like I know how to put a jumper and jeans on. But I would worry like if I tried to layer it or like add accessories or something.
Yeah, then it's
That it would actually look bad.
Yeah, I feel that. That's why I pretty much wear just jeans and hoodie every day.
What else makes you... Oh, wait, that was your thing.
That was my thing. Do you have anything?
What else makes me feel like an outsider? I don't have a group of friends. I have friends.
Ooh.
I love my friends.
Yeah.
I sound like Donald. I have friends. I love my
I
friends.
love them.
Kermit the Frog, Donald Trump. I'm not sure what that was. But I don't have a group of friends, and it feels like everyone has a big girl group that they go out with and they go to the pub with and have a drink. And I have loads of lovely friends, but
They don't even all know each other.
no one knows each other, and I don't have like a group.
Same. So you're not alone.
I was about to say high five, but
Don't
knowing
do
you,
that to
let's
me.
not.
Don't do that to me. My hands are actually really sweaty right now as well.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Things going back to things that I still think about.
Oh no.
When I had a little fun health scare at the end of last year, it wasn't fun.
It was not fun.
It was not fun. And I had to get like a check done in hospital.
Mm.
The doctor shook my hand at the end.
Why?
At the end, but like I was so anxious, so the sweat pouring out of me.
No.
And he went to shake my hand, and I shook his hand, but I was literally like, I've left like
Yeah.
sweat
Go wash him.
droplets on your hands.
Why would a doctor shake your hand?
I've
never had
I don't
that
know,
before.
but he was also the doctor that told me to cut out all carbs and sugar, so I don't like him anyway.
So he deserved to get those sweaty hands.
Yeah, take that sweaty handshake.
Take it. That's what you
Yeah,
deserve.
that's what you deserve
Yeah.
for trying to tell me to literally restrict my entire
Yeah.
intake after I literally told you I have a history of anorexia. You're dumb.
I was actually so angry. I was willing to fight then. It's like, tell me
Yeah.
where he lives.
I didn't shut up about that
Punch.
for like weeks. Everyone in my life, like
As you should.
I'd be eating my breakfast and I'd turn to my mum and be like,
Not allowed to be
"Oh, I'm
eating this
actually
right
not
now."
meant to be eating carbs." And I think she did get quite sick of me making that joke,
No,
but
but
it annoyed me so much.
That's so infuriating.
Yeah, and I literally
infuriating.
remember being like, I was like, "Yeah, well, I had a history of anorexia. Is that like when you don't eat?"
So you don't even know what that is, but you're a doctor.
Honey, maybe you should do some research.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is wild.
It was frustrating.
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 To put it lightly.
Oh, do you know what I do?
What?
This is something that I do, which I do know that other people do because I posted a TikTok about it ages ago and people were like, oh my gosh, yeah, I've got myself into such awkward situations because I do this. If I say something and someone mishears me, I feel way too uncomfortable and awkward to correct them, so I just go along with it. So,
Yeah.
for example, like one time I was in a taxi and he was like, oh, the weather's horrible, isn't it? I was like, yeah, the weather's not great. He was like, oh, are you going on any holidays soon? I was like, oh, I actually just got home from a holiday. The holiday, by the way, was in Centre Parks in England.
It was the rain still.
Yeah, there was probably sunshine one of the days. The rest of it was rainy and cold because it's England. But he was like, because I'd said, yeah, I've just got back from holiday. Oh, that must have been so lovely and warm. But I bet you're so sad to be back in this cold weather. It must have been so hot. And I was like,
Yeah, it was.
No, yeah, it was. Because for some reason I just couldn't say, oh, well, I was in England, so it was actually not, like, and now I look back, I'm like, oh, that's such a normal response. But in the moment, I was like, I cannot upset him. I cannot make him feel uncomfortable and make him feel awkward. Like,
He probably would have laughed it off.
He wouldn't have cared.
No.
He literally could. Why would he care? I don't think I'd care.
No.
But in that moment, I was like, I just can't do this to him. So I was like, yeah, he was like, oh, where did you go? I was like,
no, don't ask me that.
So I literally was like, Spain. And I thought, oh no, he's going to ask me where. But he just started talking about his holiday to Greece. So I was like, that's fine.
You've saved me.
Honestly, the sweat.
That was so funny. I feel like I've done that, but just like with small things. Just like if someone pronounces my name wrong, I'm just like, okay, fair.
Yeah, juicy.
Just go with it. Yeah. Jace. Joy. What else could it be? I don't know.
Jace. That's a boy's name.
Jackie.
Jackie.
Like Jackie.
People have called you Jackie before.
No.
You're like the least Jackie-looking person I could ever imagine.
Jackie.
Red Jackie.
Call me Jackie.
Got me Jackie. Jackie's diary.
Random thought. Maybe this is completely off topic. You might be like, what are you saying? I can't shave my legs without getting really bad razor burn.
That makes you feel like an outsider.
Everyone has these nice, freshly smooth shaven legs.
They don't.
Well, yeah, probably they don't. It's probably a lie.
Yeah, they don't.
But that does make me feel a bit sad sometimes because I shave and then I get really bad razor burn and then my legs are all red. They look like a plucked chicken.
They look like a plucked chicken.
Sorry, it's so random. But it just came to my head. I was like,
you're not the only
actually
person I know
jealous.
that gets that. Like,
okay, good. Do you get that? No.
I don't because I'm perfect. But no, but the adverts are photoshopped and they're all airbrushed, and also even people that look like they have. Like, how often do you go up to someone else's legs
Never.
and look at them that closely?
Yeah, never.
So
True.
yeah.
Thank you for that.
But I there are things about me that also having acne feels like that.
Yeah.
That feels a bit like why I've got acne on my face, everyone else's skin is really clear. Why?
Yeah.
Like,
Make it make sense.
makes you feel like an outsider.
Yeah. True.
There are just various things where I'm like, my body's version of this is so different to the average person's.
Yeah.
But even like my feet, I'm not showing you my feet. I'm not telling you about my feet. I don't like my feet. That is one part of my body that I have had insults from, and people are not going to tell me that they're nice because they're not. I don't think feet are nice, and if you think they are, then like, okay. But yeah, I don't like my feet. I just think they're weird and I don't like them.
No comment.
JC's seen them, they're weird. No, everyone's now going to be like zooming in on my feet if ever I like go on holiday or something.
Not that bad.
I have to stick to Centre Parks, can't be getting in the bikini because everyone will see my feet. No,
They're not that bad. Come on. No.
Come on, no.
Stop being self-deprecating.
Okay. Anyways, I just feel like everyone else got given normal feet and I just got like carnage.
Carnage. What are they? Don't even know. Can you call them feet?
Fingers on my toes.
I mean, fair. But they're normal.
Daddy long toes. No, that's being cut.
You're not an outsider for that. You're just different.
You're not an outsider of the fact you've got like slightly bumpy legs when you shave.
That's the thing.
Why said that so mean? Well, you're not an outsider either.
I mean, I think we're trying to get at the fact that we all have things that are different about ourselves to other people. If every single person was the same, it would be a boring world. That's literally physically
My
impossible.
feet keep it exciting.
Exactly. It would actually be impossible. Like, there's just no way that would happen, and that would be such a boring world. So
Sorry, my nose is running.
oh no, catch it,
That's another thing that I found myself saying.
catch it.
Yeah, because you say that all the time.
Yeah, and I say it because my boyfriend says it, so you're welcome.
Oh, great.
It's been passed down.
I'm just slowly morphing into like... That's so weird. I'm slowly
Sounds
morphing into your
freaking
boyfriend. Okay, moving on.
I mean, we all have insecurities. We all have things we overthink. We all have things that we care a lot about. We all have things that we worry about that we shouldn't. It's just what makes us human. Yeah. And although it can feel big and overwhelming and like we're alone and we're the odd one out amongst everyone, I hope we've helped you to understand that you really are not, and they are just thoughts. They're not reality. If everyone was as open and as honest as us, I think the world would be a very different place, and everyone would feel a lot more comfortable in their own skin, because people hold back when they shouldn't sometimes.
Yeah. And that's why we literally do what we do, because we just want to make people realise that they're normal.
Yeah.
And that
they're not alone.
you don't need to feel embarrassed about things, and that
No.
it's normal to struggle. It's normal to have bits of your body or self or personality that aren't like everyone else.
It's normal to feel emotions.
Yeah, because did you have people at school like say being unique is what makes you beautiful?
Yeah.
Like people said that so much, but it's like I don't think anyone actually means that, because the whole conventional beauty thing. But we're here to say not that being unique is beautiful, but like you are special and wonderful and interesting because of the things that make you you.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, you're beautiful because you look different. It's like you have all these things that make you you, and that's so cool.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Like if you didn't overthink things at night, you wouldn't be who you are.
Keep overthinking, guys.
No, but you
and
know
on
what
that
I mean.
note, bye.
I feel like I'm getting into a silly goofy mood right now.
So silly and goofy.
So silly goofy.
I have an hour and a half of footage to edit tomorrow. I'm going to be laughing, cringing, crying, laughing.
All the emotions.
A cycle.
Yeah. I think we can sum it up there, to be honest.
I've had my therapy session.
I feel, honestly, like a new woman.
Yeah.
From the overthinking, emotional, stressed person, and I was, and I know you were as well earlier. So obviously, it does help to talk about things.
Yeah, I mean, we both are good at talking ourselves out of things, but it's quite nice to sometimes just like bring it out into the open, because I'm sure people will feel seen and heard from this.
Hopefully, let us know. Okay, we are gonna leave you here then.
We'll love you and leave you, and we'll see you next Sunday
for another episode of The Comfort Zone.
The Comfort Zone.
I feel like we always do these like silent claps.
Oh my god, look at the way my hand's moving. That's so weird.
Please leave your wins and wobbles below, as always. Safe space.
Yes.
We want to celebrate your wins with you. We also want everyone to know that the wobbles we have are very normal.
And also, thank you for the love on my book on Instagram, obviously, because this hasn't gone out when we're filming it. But like, people
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to love it. And you guys, when I tell you she has literally put her heart and soul into this book, I mean it. So pre-order it, guys. The link will be below.
How to Talk to Yourself will be out on the 19th of June 2025. Available basically, wherever you buy your books. There will be links for the whole of the world at some point.
Yeah.
Publishing is very complicated and confusing, as I have learned. But yeah, love you, basically.
Lots of love to our comforters.
Our comforters. Comfies.
Oh. We'll see you next Sunday for another episode. Have a lovely week. And
stay comfortable.
Stay cozy.